So the new shape we are going to discuss is the converter shape. Converter the 650 converter. Okay, this is going to be so. What are we going to do with the converter means converter will have, so there are various converters basically. Converter, when I say, means it is going to convert one format to another format. So there would be lot of common requirement where we are going to get a CSV file and we want to convert that CSV file to XML, okay, or XML to CSV, like that. If you are going to receive this kind of requirement, or XML to JSON, or you're going to get a JSON format, you want to convert the JSON format to XML format, how can we do that? For that, we are having converters. So we will just discuss that. Let's take 10 more minutes to understand this converters. I will just delete this. So what we will do, converter, we have to payload with me. So this is the, let's say, this is the payload I am expecting. Okay, so what this payload is having? This payload is having multiple information related to some customer name, address, and number range. Okay, so if I have to, so yesterday when we were doing the splitter, so if I need to split it, the XPath would be records and then output. Okay, so that it can split one by one. Now I need to convert these this particular XML. So how I want to convert this XML? So this XML to be converted to CSV. So the corresponding CSV for this XML would be, this is going to be my header, customer name, and then address, and then number range. This is my header. Now these are the fields of my XML file. If I have to convert it into CSV, the corresponding CSV file would look like this. Okay, so like this, we will have a multiple values. Okay, so this is what would be the CSV format of this particular XML file. So if we are going to get a file with this kind of values, so what is the corresponding CSV file? How can we convert that? So for that, we are having some shapes, converter shapes, part of this, yeah, converter. Okay, under the transformation, we will have, these are the various converter types, CSV to XML, EDA to XML. There are various converter shapes. Okay, so we will just try to unwrap some of them. So let's assume, okay, first let me add the dummy payload for you. You can use this payload for testing. Payload. Okay, so we will just add this one. This is the payload. Going to use. Replace this payload. Okay, so this is what we are going to get it. Now what I want to convert this XML to CSV. So I will click here, XML to CSV converter. Okay. So now XML to CSV converter, whenever XML comes, what we have to understand, XPath. So this is the XPath going to be for me to convert in CSV. So XPath will be records, output. Replace this with a / at the beginning. This is going to be my XPath. So we'll copy this. I will just double click here. Under processing, we have to leave the XPath here. Okay, and you have the XPath. What is the separator we are going to use? So there are various separators here. By default, comma, colon, dot. These are the various separators. If you want to convert the XML to CSV, with a separator which is not part of this list, then you need to write a script or some other mapping logic, maybe message mapping or some other logic. Okay. So there can be cases where we would be needing a separator which is not part of this. Let's say I want a separator with $hash. So this is my data. I want a separator like $hash, $hash. So this separator is not available in this. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just think of some other logic. Either you have to use some scripting or some other logic basically. Straight away you cannot do this. Okay, so let's go with the most common separator as a comma. Okay, there are other options over here. Whatever the default settings are, we will stick to that. CSV header, if you want to take it from the XML tags. So I want to take the names from these tag names like customer name, address, number, range. I want these are the name of the headers for me. Okay, so I will be selecting this. So now I will just close it, start simulation and simulation. And the corresponding CSV is converted. Okay, so now if I convert this CSV to XML, how can I do that? For that, there is another converter, CSV to XML. So when we are going to convert this CSV to XML, when we have to convert the CSV to XML, what we have to do, we would be needing a schema here now. Again, otherwise, how this CSV will understand what particular structure needs to be followed. So we would be needing a schema. So how we will get the schema? So this is my XML. So just now at the beginning, we have created a schema. So now we will come here and we will create a schema. We need to download the schema and then the schema. We need to copy and download a copy and you have to import the schema here. Okay, so I'm already having a schema ready with me. Okay, so let me copy this. Here is a schema. See, from here. You can create your notes, post this in a better formatted way. I'm just randomly keeping all this information in a centralized place so that will help you while going to the recordings. So now we will come here and under the references, I need to add schema, XST, browse, XML, CSV to XML schema. The schema already I'm having. So if you open this, the same schema. Okay, the same schema, customer name, address, whatever we are having here. Okay, the same schema we are having here. Now, what we have to do here, now in this converter shape, we have to give reference to this particular schema. So when you open this under the configuration, we have to give a reference. So just select this. Okay, so it has taken the schema. Now, what would be the XPath for this? The XPath is going to be, because we know that this is how my XML will look like. So this is what I need to just mention. I will just end it. Let's do a simulation end to end. First, it will convert the CSV to XML and then XML to first it will convert the XML to CSV and then CSV to XML. So now if you come here and look for the output. We have got the XML now. Okay, now this XML needs to be converted to JSON. So I will just select XML to JSON. So I'm just trying to make you understand everything in a single flow, but in your projects, you will be implementing it separately. Okay. So here, XML to JSON, we do not have to make any configuration here. Okay. When we are going to connect next week. Okay. When we are going to connect next week or in between the week, I will create one small video and I will share it to you. Sometimes if there is a complex XML you are going to get, then how will you convert that XML to JSON? Okay, so complex XML in the sense. So right now my XML is having again a flat structure. It is not a deep structure. Okay, it's not a deep structure. So if there is a deep structure, in that case, how my JSON formatting will be done? Because here in the JSON, I will just highlight you. There is an option, there is a checkbox as streaming. Okay, there is a checkbox as streaming. When you select the streaming, here you need to add the deep structures actually. So right now our XML is not having any deep structure. Once we are going to connect next week or in between the week, I will create one video and I will share it to you. You just have to follow that. And that is based on the real project scenario. And I will be sharing you one integration flow as well. So just import that integration flow and run that. Okay. There you will notice that we have selected a streaming option. And in this streaming, we need to add the XPath of those tags actually. So in our case right now, there is nothing we are having as a deep structure. So we'll just uncheck it and we will go with the default properties, whatever it is having. Okay. And I will just end it. I have just added this particular shape and I have not done anything to it. We will make changes to this shape only when there is a deep structure. So how the deep structure will look like, I will be sharing you mid of the week. Okay, so now this is converted to a JSON format as well. So if I have to just beautify JSON beautifier online, just pass it. So this is how. So this is the first field, the second set of record, the third, fourth, like that. Okay. So this is how we are having the records with us converted in JSON format. So now once you are having JSON, same way you can also convert the JSON to XML as well. Okay, so same way you can convert this JSON to XML. When you are going to convert JSON to XML, here you will have name as root. Something you have to give it as mandatory. So what will happen? Whatever name you're going to give, that will be added as a root tag. Let's say we are giving as a batch 50. Okay, and then we are just ending it. So we are starting the simulation from here and it is ending here. So you can see the output after every shape, the envelopes, whatever you're going to see, you can see that after every shape, you're able to see how the reports are coming. Okay, so this is now converted back to XML. So this is what, when we were discussing on day 4, I was just mentioning that irrespective of any shape, your message will have 3 contents: header, body, and property. Whatever the message you will be having, that will have 3 sections to it. Okay, header, property, and body. And these things will keep on changing. So right now we are doing a simulation here. That is the reason you are not seeing any headers or properties. But when we are going to run it end to end, if I replace it, so what you have to do, just replace it with a timer event and run it in trace. Then you will see some additional headers and properties during runtime. Okay, so this is a very small demo which will give you some clarity in how to configure these converters.